Well, lo and behold, Buzzfeed and Vox are sad that people know the name of the alleged whistleblower that the president retweeted a tweet with the guy's name in it. A name that everybody knows, a name that I cannot say on YouTube, which is the most insane, dystopian, nightmarish reality. Think about it. The president himself can say, here's the name, and then you can't repeat it because they will ban you and remove you from the infrastructure we use to communicate and sell things. You see, in today's day and age, the storefront is closing. Retail is dying as Amazon takes over. The digital world is becoming everything. Our economies are digitizing. People can actually leave big cities. It's a good thing, except for the fact that they're private corporations that can set arbitrary rules and restrict your rights. Perhaps we need some kind of digital bill of rights. People have proposed in the past, but maybe we do. Especially as people now in rural areas are going to be entering the conversation as the internet expands. But let me just stress, here's the story from Buzzfeed. Right-wing publishers have found a way to post the supposed Trump whistleblower's name to Facebook. Facebook said that sharing URLs, the name of the person believed to be the whistleblower, is against their policies. But that hasn't stopped news sites from doing it. At what point do you concede the name is public and people have a right to speak? You'd think when the president himself tweeted something out with the name in it, we'd be allowed to say it. But no, the world we live in is that politicians can say whatever they want and you cannot. It's not just Buzzfeed. Surprise, surprise, Vox. Trump is trying to out the alleged Ukraine whistleblower on Twitter. Dude, anyone and their mother can Google search it and see the dude's name. I think at this point, it's the dude. Let's see what BuzzFeed has to say. They're so upset that people have figured out how to share a name that is already public and posted to numerous websites, has been said on numerous mainstream television programs. I think it was said on CNN, maybe not. It was said on Fox News. You'd think at that point, we'd start talking about it. Instead, it's being scrubbed from the internet. BuzzFeed writes, Facebook told BuzzFeed News in November that it would be removing content that featured the name of the CIA officer and former National Security Council staffer, whom prominent Republicans have claimed for months is the whistleblower whose anonymous complaint sparked the president's impeachment. Here's a question I have for you. Any instance of the name? Certainly, he's not the only person in the world who has that name, okay? We'll call it, I was gonna do a Simpsons joke, but I'll still get banned if I do it, so I'll get the video banned. So I'm not gonna say it. But the dude's got a decently common name. It's not the most common name in the world, but I have to believe that there's at least a couple thousand people in the world who have this guy's name. So what if you post something on Facebook where you're like, I have a chiropractor. He lives in Dubuque. His name is, I can't say it. But what if you just posted that? Would Facebook ban you? I'm curious. We'll see what happens. BuzzFeed goes on to say, except the name is still all over the platform, so say it, dude. It's not Voldemort. What are you scared of? Now, you're on BuzzFeed. I can't say it because YouTube will take me down. Fine. But you can at least say it. You're a news website. The CIA's analyst's name is regularly shared to Facebook in headlines and URLs written by pro-Trump media outlets. A Facebook spokesperson reiterated on Thursday that any mention of the name of the person believed to be the whistleblower violates its coordinating harm policy, which prohibits the outing of a witness, informant, or activist. The spokesperson said that even including the name in a URL shared in the post violates the site's policies. Boy, do I have an epic, paradoxical conundrum idea. What if you made a post about somebody you knew with the same name? If Facebook is willing to take down any instance of the name, even if it's, Joe Schmo from Dubuque, Iowa, who has nothing to do with anything political and is a 50-year-old chiropractor who is a married father of 4. Let's say you posted something about that. If they took down that post, that would make a really weird statement about them knowing who the name is and actually saying that it's providing a weird situation, right? Let's say you know nothing about politics. You post the name of your friend who happens to have the same name. What if Facebook took it down? What would you say? What if it's your name? Are you going to get banned from Facebook because it's your name? What if everyone changed their name? What if people had accounts and this was their name? I mean like, yeah, what about the people who actually have this name? Will Facebook ban them? I did a search on Facebook. I found many accounts of people who changed their name to the whistleblower's name, but I also did find a couple people who have this name. Is Facebook going to ban them? That's a tough call. Are they going to request an ID from everybody who has the name? We'll see what happens. I go on to say that, Facebook reiterated yada yada. But content featuring the name of the CIA analyst continues to go viral on the platform. When asked how Facebook planned to moderate the thousands of links containing the whistleblower's name posted to the platform, the spokesperson said they would be removed as the site identified them. But there doesn't seem to be any moderation of URLs containing the CIA analyst's name. Making matters worse, if a user were to search the name circulating in right-wing media currently, Facebook's search feature pulls up posts that include URLs that include the supposed whistleblower's name. Why is Buzzfeed so adamant on censoring a name? Why? Who cares? The name's public. You know the name. We all know the name. That's it. Why won't you just say it? Isn't this weird? Come on, man. You gotta admit it's creepy, right? It's not Voldemort. According to the social metrics website BuzzSumo, the four most shared public Facebook posts containing the supposed whistleblower's name, usually in the URL or headline of the third-party link, were all published by American conservative activist group Judicial Watch. Their posts have been shared a collective of 25,000 times since November. And they've also filed lawsuits about the name. Think about how crazy this is. There is a serious political effort happening to figure out who this person is because of perceived bias. There is probable cause. I'm not saying proof, probable cause to investigate the individual. Activist groups are doing so. BuzzFeed wants these groups banned? That's incredible, man. What if there was somebody who, was working in the government and, had information about something, but you knew he was a neo-Nazi? And so we're we need to figure out who this Nazi is who's working with the Trump campaign, who blew the whistle on the whistleblower. You're going to be happy that Facebook is blocking this? You people are nuts. The right-wing media frenzy around the CIA analyst reached a fever pitch this week when Republican President Donald Trump retweeted a tweet Thursday containing the name. The tweet was posted to the Trump War Room. So here they are acknowledging the president himself has published the name. You can't say it. You can't say the name. Welcome to serfdom, I guess. There is an elite class of individuals who are allowed to do whatever they want, and it's not you. And they want to make sure over at BuzzFeed that the authoritarians maintain their position. Apparently, that's a right-wing position now to criticize. Here's a quote. Let me read more. Every time Trump's Twitter makes a move, Facebook traffic typically follows. The Washington Examiner link that Trump retweeted has been shared 5,000 times on total. Total on Facebook since it was published on December 3rd, according to social metrics website CrowdTangle. The story was largely dormant on Facebook as of December 12th, but recirculated among right-wing groups and pages following Trump's retweet. It's pretty simple. The CIA whistleblower is not a real whistleblower, the tweet reads, along with a link to a Washington Examiner article that contained the name of the CIA analyst in the headline and URL. The DC Examiner is a reputable newspaper. It is not some fly-by-night clickbait blog that publishes fake news. It's a legitimate newspaper talking about this individual. Judicial Watch is a well-known activist group that files, FOIA requests, same as any other left-winger news outlet would do. And they have all named the individual. What is this freaky new reality we're living in where the name is being scrubbed and you can't say it? I sent an email to YouTube asking, now that the president has said the name, technically, can I say it? So far, no response. I get it. It's the holidays. We'll see what happens. But I'm willing to bet the answer is going to be no. They're going to say, you're not allowed to say this name because, you know what, we, the big tech monopoly, can ban things arbitrarily even if the president is talking about it. Welcome to the nightmare, man. They say Twitter, however, allows you to say, they say Trump's war room tweet, including the name of the whistleblower, is not a violation of the Twitter rules. Isn't it weird that BuzzFeed would then, even though the name's all over Twitter, BuzzFeed still won't say the name? We all know the name. It's in the newspaper. It's in the press. It was on Fox News. Everybody said it. The president has said it. And here we are acting like Voldemort can't be named. And they go, whatever. Matt Gaetz and Donald Trump have also named the analyst in tweets. I guess they just post, what is this, Facebook's, the whistleblower's lawyer is saying, at risk of serious harm or whatever. You know what, man, everybody knows the name. The only people who don't know the name are the left. And the weird thing is, maybe if they knew the name, they would see the individual has potential biases against the president and worked with Joe Biden in some capacity. So maybe that's the only real reason they're censoring the name, because conservatives all certainly know who this person is. Conservatives know the person's bias. But so long as they keep the name out of the press, guess who doesn't know about it? The left. Got to make sure the regular folk who aren't paying attention can't learn things. Remember when I think it was Jake Tapper said it was illegal, basically, for you to have the leaked documents from WikiLeaks? Man, they're trying so hard to keep a stranglehold on the narrative. And now, unsurprisingly, BuzzFeed and Vox so outraged. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, man. I kind of feel like it just doesn't matter at all because even though everyone knows, you know, anyone who wants to know can know, Vox won't tell you the truth. Isn't it the goal? Aren't journalists supposed to tell you what's going on? Aren't journalists supposed to share all this information with you instead of withholding it? Makes me wonder, huh? Anyway, stick around. I got a couple more segments coming up in a few minutes, and I will see you all shortly.